Oh, I really got nothing to do. I don't even have any video ideas. You know what? Let me call Greg. I gotta, like, call Greg, you know?
Please enter.
Come on, Greg, answer.
Please enter your.
Greg, you suck. Oh, who should I call? I'm gonna call someone.
Hello?
Kamar,
Yeah?
you got any video ideas for me?
What do you mean, like on stick notes or something, or like something else?
Like with my drawing tablet or anything.
Make like a, what the, back up off me. I'm just trying to get my challenges done. Gosh. Do like someone who just went through like a lot of things and then make how, actually, I don't know.
You know, I'll take your suggestion. Okay, guys, thanks for Kamar's trusty ideas. I'm gonna be making some a guy's tough life. So let's start. So here's this guy. His name is how would it be different? Elijah. So Elijah, he was having a tough day today. Like, he always had tough days. And Elijah, his days were never good. Like, everyone would bully him. So you know what? One day, he stood up to get a good job. And guess what he became? He became, I bet you can't find it. He became the most awesome job ever. He became a great man and became a janitor. So Elijah was a janitor. Like, he didn't really like his job, but that was his job, so he had to do it. Like, that's why everyone would bully him. Like, hey, Mr. Clean, I like your bald head. So, one day, he was just walking. You know, normally walking. He wasn't walking strange or anything. He was just walking. Not like, he was just walking, okay? Like, how do I explain? Like, you guys know how you walk. Yeah, that's how he was walking. But like, yeah, he wasn't walking like an animal or anything. Know what I mean, right? He wasn't like an animal walking. But two people said, hey, I'm gonna bully you. And he's like, no. And then they could get really mad. So then they push him. You know, they like, So then, once he gets pushed to the ground, he's like, oh no, no. And then he just dies. Actually, but then he comes back. And then he's like, when someone pushes you, push them right back. So Elijah did. So that's what he did. And yeah, he found out he was strong. Like, he wasn't no wimp anymore. He was Elijah the Great. He was like One Punch Man. He was like Kirby in Smash Bros. Okay, like he was undefeatable. Like, guys, you know, like when you know in Kirby, how when you inhale someone and then you jump off, like I do with Kamar and stuff, and then you just spit them back out underneath, and then you fly back up to the ground, and then they're down there falling to the dew. Yeah, that's what he was like, just with punching. But later on, he was going through a lot of things. He was going through depression, and he just didn't want to live. No, the only things he liked to do was game and watch TV and eat and not sleep. So like, yeah, he didn't really care. So he's like, you know, nothing will happen if I just go. So he goes to a cliff, right? And then he looks at himself. He's like, do I really want to do this? He remembers something. That he had a cat and a dog at home. He's thinking, what will they do without me? What will they do if I'm not here? What will happen? Will they become sad? Will they beg on YouTube for subscribers? Or will they start dabbing in 2019? Ugh. That was the one that worried him the most. So all of those were okay except the dabbing in 2019. So he's like, you know what? I'm going back to my cats. But then those two bully guys he knocked out came back. Went there on a hill. So like, no. Just no. So they're like, boom, 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 boom. And they're like, yeah. And then he like starts falling. He's like, well, this is the end. He shuts his eyes. And it's gonna be really sad, but you wanna know what happens. A switch falls onto him. And then because they threw a switch on him, and then guess what? And then since the switch falls onto him, like in everything, he fuses with the switch. Because that's what happens in real life. So him and the switch start fusing. And then he becomes, Switchman. Now you see, Switchman wasn't no good gamer boy. He was some epic boy. Like, the top of him was blue. The bottom of him was red. And the middle of him was black. You see, his arms were black because they're like in the middle. Anyway, here's some buff man. Like he could take off his leg and just beat you with it, and it's not even attached. He could just hold his leg, like his leg's right there. And his leg could just like start bopping you, like that's how awesome it was. And he didn't even need his legs; he just used them. So like that's how awesome he was. Switchman was like the best superhero to ever live. Like that's so awesome. He could just like take off his leg and like boom, get wrecked, scrub. Think twice before playing on this plate. Before playing near me. Yeah, you don't fight me. He could do this. He could be like, Then he could be like, and then his torso could be like that. Then his arm, his other arm, his leg, and his other leg. They could just like beat you. Like he could make all his limbs go flying at you. Like leg, arm, torso, head. It would look like this. It's like, this is you. Leg just got past you. The first. Like, the other leg is gonna hit you. And then you're going through the arm, and the torso, and the head. Like, that's how good. And, like, mostly two of them kill you. So, like, he can overkill. So, you don't really want to mess with Switch. And that's his turn of events. So everyone was like, oh, look at Switchman. And then when Xbox Man came, no offense to Xbox, just I'm gonna use an example as he's a bad guy. Please don't unsubscribe. He's like this. This is Xbox Man. You know, 1X. Boom. He's like, he doesn't like Switchman because they're like rivaling. And then some people go on his side because they think he's awesome. And he's like a dude with lots of skateboards. And like he has these sick skateboards that like aren't cute at all. Like they just look like they wish death upon you. Like look at that thing. Doesn't that look like it wishes death upon you? Like you don't want to mess around with that face. When you see that face, like you know what you're about to get. But Switchman, he's not no scrub. So he's like, no. He's like, no. Just no. He can go in many different forms. Like if you throw his leg somewhere, like if you do this. If he's on top of land and you threw his arm somewhere, and you put his arm somewhere like underground, he doesn't know where it is, he can know where it is. Like how switches work. He like can find it. Then guess what? He just digs through and gets his arm back. and then he just throws it at you, and then he beats you, and then that arm beats you when he's not even there. Oof. Xbox Man always wanted to start fighting with him to prove that he's better than Switch. So this is Switch Man's original form. Like, don't mind that. So like, this is his body. He used to call him Shubbo, but he can turn that around. His body can also look like this. Like, here's the screen. Play a nice, relaxing game. And then, it's like, here, let me draw it, like, in the style I love. It's like a bendable screen. And then, here's the Joy-Con. Here's the button. And then here's the other one. Like, this is Switch Man. And then, you know what he can do? He can separate those. He can make a part of the Joy-Con like that. And then he can make, and then, like, he can take parts of the screen off and turn them into arms. Isn't that awesome? So, since since a lot of people like Xbox Man better than him, he still doesn't care though. Like, Xbox Man, like, loves to just, like, tease Switch Man. Like, he just loves it. Like, it's his favorite hobby. So he just loves to do it. He takes off his legs, puts it where he can't, even when he tries to get his leg to attack Xbox Man. But no. You see, Switch Man's only weakness is height. Yeah, he's short. So that's the bad thing. Sometimes he even takes his head. And then he just starts like playing with it, bouncing it. Like Xbox Man does that. And then when he can't reach it, when he has no head, it's like, no. So that's why he can do this. Switch Man, like Xbox Man. The thing is, he has to bring these. He has to bring this. Some cords. And he needs to be near a nearby outlet. But he needs to be plugged in. So that's where Switch Man comes. So he can do this. By the way, Switch Man is ambidextrous. Kinda like me. If you didn't know that. Switch Man can be like, boom. He can unplug him. And then Xbox Man, he's like, But the thing in Switch, man, you know how a Switch can be bought anywhere? Yeah, he doesn't need cord. He doesn't need cords unless he needs to charge. But same with Xbox, man. Kind. Everyone, you're about to see the most awesome showdown. Who's gonna win? Switch Man already slaps Xbox Man. Xbox Man punches back. But Switch Man separates himself, so it missed. And this one, Switch Man does his super move on Xbox. Sorry, Xbox Man. No one wanted it to come like this. Just it's your fault. By the way, Xbox Man is the dude that actually pushed him. He's that taller dude when they pushed him. And then the little dude, he didn't really push him. The little dude was trying to stop him. So then the little dude pushed the big dude, which is Xbox Man. He fell and he threw an Xbox and boom. Yeah. So the same thing happened. And now he's Xbox Man. Anyway, now we just gotta watch this horrible thing and the video will be done. Anyway, guys, this is the end of the video. Big thanks to Kamar. I know he doesn't have a channel anymore, but it's still up on YouTube. Subscribe to the Perfect Kamar, and maybe he'll come back to YouTube. He was the one who gave me suggestion if you didn't hear me. Anyway, guys, since I finished that, let's stop on the time of my birthday, and goodbye.